Hello everybody and welcome to this first video series on project management fundamentals. What we wanted to do with this first series was really to go back to the beginning and start with the foundation of project management. Because as we all know, without a proper foundation, the house will eventually fall. And where better to start our series than here in Egypt, the cradle of civilization, but also, many say, the cradle of project management, as the Egyptians who built the pyramids here behind me 4,500 years ago was maybe the first examples of how we ran projects. But what could we possibly learn from something that was built 4,500 years ago? Planning, first of all. Just imagine making the building plans for these babies over there. 2.3 million blocks in the biggest one. Just imagine the logistics of bringing them to the construction site, carving them in the first place, right? The Egyptians clearly knew that it was important to have a plan up front, but they also knew that it was very important to change the plan along the way, modify it. And there's clear evidence that they delegated that and had the teams that had the best knowledge do the detailed planning. Today we cannot even imagine the amount of effort required to build one of these, right? Some estimate that around 100,000 skilled craftsmen were involved in building a pyramid. And of course, with that many people, organization also becomes very important. Here you can see an example of how the Egyptians organized the people. That was done according to skill, training, experience, and everybody's team's roles and responsibilities was very clear and defined from the beginning. The Egyptians also knew how important it was to take care of the people on the project. They were well equipped, and both the workers and their families were taken very well care of for the time. It was prestigious to work on the pyramids. People felt passion for it, that they made a change in the world. And there's one more learning here, and that's about learning itself. There was a significant learning from pyramid to pyramid, but also during the building of a pyramid. Over here to my right, we can see the oldest pyramid that was built. And clearly it was quite a bit different than the newer ones. The pyramid here is the next iteration. Here you can see that the pyramid has actually become smooth, but also that it's bent at the top. That's because they got the angle wrong to start with. And if they would have completed the pyramid in the shape it had from the foundation, it would have collapsed. So clearly they learned along the way and corrected the angle so that the pyramid is still standing today. The same pharaoh actually built a second pyramid that you can see over here. We don't know if he didn't like the design of the old one, but at least the one we see over here, the red pyramid, that is actually the first example of the pyramids as we know them today, where they got everything right from the beginning. So there you have it. There's a few lessons we can learn, right? Planning, both up front and adjust along the way. Organize for success. Make sure you focus your people on your pyramid. Take care of your people. Their passion will carry your project. And last but not least, of course, continue to learn. The daily learning, the faster you can learn, the better you will become tomorrow. So maybe we can actually learn something from the Egyptians, what they learned 4,500 years ago. Thank you for listening in today, and see you next time.